Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Beorning, and I am back here with Corridon under the shadow of the Argonath, where I am going to report to him what I have found.
It is a sad tale you weave.
The burden of our mutual friends bears causes some amount of discord amongst them, and they were splintered. It seems from the signs you read that one or more of them repented of their deeds and sought to repair the divide when the orcs appeared. One halfling stayed clear of the fighting, and it seems another joined him. If they did not cross the river by themselves, I cannot come up with another explanation. The two of them have now left the east wall, headed towards the east. You know the identity of these two, Pineclaw. Can it be anyone but the bearer of the great burden and his loyal servant? Only Galadriel can hope to see them now. I am uncertain of the path of the rest of the company, but my own reading of the signs has shown to me something that seems fairly clear. 3 of that company have left for Rohan, on foot. I believe they pursue the other 2 halflings of the company. Alright.
We should go to Mansig's encampment to speak with Ingild.
Horn and Nona went to the camp Framric spoke of, led by a Rohirrim man named Mansig. His encampment is located on the border of the east wall and the north. Yeah, I think I was there already. And they were going to speak with a man there named Inglid, and who claims to have seen something of interest to them. I should speak with this man now and see what he knows. I will come as well. All right. So we will head over to Mansig's camp, which fortunately I still have a port there. So that should make things a whole lot easier. Here we are. And here is Ingild.
A party of Uruks fled from the east wall of the Norcrofts on foot.
I do not know anything about that Dunlaning girl, but Horn is one of my people and I trust him. I will tell you what I told him. A party of Uruks has fled from the east wall on foot into the Norcrofts. If they go to the ridge west of here, you might take a look over the plains and see where they went. Alright, so let's head over the ridge that probably gives this place the name of the east wall. And probably have to kill a beast or two that has decided to stray into our path. They should know better than straying into our path, because straying into their path means only their death. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, the silence is over. Good. These Barghast can be a real pain. I'm sure you know that. We've got patrolling archers all over the place. So we'll just have to deal with it. I stand on the ridge that forms the border to the Northcroft. Alright. Oh, what, can I look in a bear form? Well, not if I type it in wrong. Oh! Oh well. See, came into human form before finished the command. Alright. Hello, Horn.
It is strange to look out over the plains of my home. And no, I am not welcome there.
It is your duty to follow the rumor of your friends, and it is my desire to help you do it. So I will follow you if you must pass into Rohan. Corridon tells me that the Uruks are likely pursued by an elf, a dwarf, and a man. And though the tracks are faint and hard to read, I trust his instincts and his tracking skill. They would need to be incomparable hunters themselves to catch the Uruks if they did not depart immediately, and it seems they did not. and we are leaving well after both groups, so heed my warning. We will have no hope of catching up with the Uruks that fled to the east wall without war steeds of our own. We should speak with Manseg at acquiring such steeds. All right.
Horn is an unusual man. I will keep an eye on him for you.
Look at the rolling fields and plains of the horse lords. They were meant for my people, but they were taken from us. Horn and I hunted for signs of your friends while you were at Pathgalen, Pineclaw. He is not like the rest of the horse lords. If he wishes to go into Rohan, a land from which he is exiled, I will do so without complaint. See how much he risks for the causes of strangers. He is a most unusual man, Pineclaw. I will keep an eye on him for you. All right. Gordon, what did you see?
The last time I traveled south, orcs were gathering on the river bank.
A group of Oryx passed this way. The signs are clear about that much, at least. They trampled grass underfoot and kicked aside the stones, and little care for where they were placed their booted feet. They were in a hurry, and they held captives 2 halflings, whose identities I think you both know, Pineclaw. The Uruks are right to worry, for their run took them into Rohan, and they are several days ahead of us, and I feel mere hours ahead of their pursuers. For they were pursued by 3 of our mutual friends, I think. But why? Did the Uruks think they have captured something more than captives? You must follow them. If we can lend our aid to the captives or the pursuers, we must do so. But we will need war steeds if we have any hope of catching them on the great plains of Rohan. There seems to be a theme here. A theme about getting, well, that is down into the Norcrofts, but we don't want to go into the Norcrofts yet. Yeah, I am not going after that. I'm not going after that node there because that will be a big drop into the wall. What I am going to do, though, is to head back into the camp and find out if they have anything the like for war steeds. Right. Hello, do you have 3 war steeds we can borrow? Well, I guess 4. Now, let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's Mansig.
You have urgent business within Rohan?
It is not for me to ask questions. Know that my people are suspicious of outsiders, and you travel with not 1, but 2, and are one yourself. Yes. Well, yeah, there is that little detail. And let's see. It sounds like we might be able to find a decent... Well... Oh yeah, this is where we start to have slimmer pickings on our... Okay, get the one that's more agility, and this is one with agility and vitality. Agility and vitality. Oh, good grief. And vitality. Yeah, I guess I'll have to take that one.
Some of my men are returning to the Wold. You are welcome to go with them.
Alright. Yeah, I guess I better take this despite the lack of might in it. Hopefully the agility will come in handy for something. The 4 of you will need war steeds if you are to have any hope of making good time in the plains of Rohan. Some of my men are returning to the Wold. You are welcome to go with them, if you like. Help my people in Langhold and Harwick, and you can have the war steeds you need. Alright, and we...
If we are to cross the plains of Rohan with any speed, we will need war steeds of our own.
Alright. Now, Langhold is in a rather strange position in the way things are handled there, it is within Rohan, within the Wold, but it is Langhold is not technically part of the quest pack. It's a free area because it also ties with the epic storyline, and it's where you get your war steed and all that stuff. So therefore, you can do Langhold without the quest pack, and I think there might be one or two quests in Harwick that continue the Langhold quest line that are also free, but once you get into Harwick and everything south here, then that's what's concluded in the Rohan expansion quest pack that you can in order to get all your quests. But let's speak with Adnoth here.
You have need of war steeds. Perhaps I can help you.
Welcome to the Wold, Pineclaw. You have need of war steeds? Maybe I can help you.
You will need war steeds for yourself and your companions.
We face difficult times not just in Langhold, but throughout all of the Wold as well. Theoden King has left those of us in the Wold without much support. I do not blame him. Rumor tells of a great army's marshalling in the west, and we are spread too thin over too wide an area. If you desire to travel across the kingdom of Rohan, you will need war steeds for yourself and your companions. There are two things you will need to accomplish this in order to obtain the privilege of such steeds. First, help in the support of Langhold. Once the city has been made safe, travel south along the road to Harwick, and you will be instructed in the skills necessary to safely and swiftly ride a war steed. Alright. There we go. And we also have, now, this is a continuation that, remember that when I talked way back when to that writer at the end of the bridge when we were up down in whatever it was called. At that place, yes. Parth Calibrant, yes. We're at Parth Calibrant. We were speaking with a man there, and I did that so that I didn't have to go all the way here in order to speak with this guy.
Our mission is dire.
You have come to the gates of Langhold, travelers. State your business, please. What brings you to our door? And that was just a feeder quest to give us everything else. Alright. The Wold.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
We have word from our kindred in the great river of a heroic traveler who passed through Stangard. I can see that you are the same Beorning to whom such praises are spoken, because we don't get too many Beornings up in Rohan. The Thane of Langhold would receive you in the mead hall without delay. This part of the Wold welcomes guests with open arms, but enemies of the mark beware. It is my duty to warn you thus. Alright, so let us head to the Thane and usual things that we do in a town such as this. Now is this the general store? Yeah, this is the general store. And this is also where the
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Forge Master will be, and I'm going to start to need a stronger weapon. So it's time to start leveling this thing. Let's see. Let's apply all of these things. Well, it gives me a level 10, so at least I can start.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
She's the Forge Master.
Welcome, my friend.
Reforge and thicken high duration. Well, that was silly of me, because I really don't use thickened hide. Well, I'll have to worry about that later. But right now, let's see about adding some points into this. 147 compared to 107. But I'm dual-wielding there. I'll probably have to pump it up a little bit more before it really gets on its own.
These lands are not to be traveled
And
lightly.
anything I can sell here? Yeah, a great deal of stuff. I need to empty out my bags. Right, I'll just calibrate salves, all the stuff in here. I'll sell all that stuff first. I do need to talk to the Relic Master.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Yeah.
It is
Now I
wise
can
for
sell
wanderers
everything.
to equip themselves well.
Alright. I hope I didn't do something silly like... sell my... crafting stuff, right? Where did I put my crafting stuff? Ooh, that would have been silly. But it would have also been typical, I think. Well, I don't see it anywhere in here. The problem is I can't even remember what they will be called. Alright, well, it could be that I have just accidentally sold all of my crafting materials. Fun! Alright, that's why you lock things up first. I remember to lock everything else up. Yeah. See this flower seed? Yeah. Apprentice flower seeds? I'm carrying around apprentice flower seeds after all this time. Good grief. I certainly had my priorities. Alright, let me do it one more time to make sure
You
they
have
aren't
need
in
of
here.
our assistance.
No, they were just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually, I couldn't have then sold them off because... Hide, east, right. Oh, no, there it is. Grab a Rohirric text right there. Oh, I did sell it off, but I also recovered it. Good. Now we can head on to the meat hall and find out what they have there. Will we have a thing there? That's one thing we have there, and kids running all over the place. This is one of the first areas where you have a significant number of children now running all about, because in earlier zones you didn't run into many children, but now that we're in civilized areas and later zones, since they didn't have children implemented very well back when they were up in Bree, so they might have added a few during the revamp, but they're all over the place here in Rohan.
Welcome, my friend.
Ah, the famous wandering Beorning. Your reputation precedes you, Pineclaw. I bid you welcome to Langhold. I am sure you will find plenty to keep you busy here, for we are often beset by ruffians and wild creatures. Alright. So next time we will speak with the Thane and see what he has for us to do. And that'll be in our next episode of Piney Plays The Beorning.